I'm a white belt. My favorite submission?
This establishment shows true dexterity. Staff absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend. This place will leave a taste in your mouth you'll never forget.
Everyone here is so kind, especially Dale. I love training with him every night. For someone as old as him, he stands out against everyone for being such a talented guy.
I went here recently with my Uncle Dale and he told me to leave you guys a positive review. He told me to stop hanging out with Rogs and Regettes all day and join this BJJ program with him, so I did. I used to be small, burnt and crispy almost like a summer ant. My arms couldn't even fill out the sleeves on a small tee, but now I'm glowed up. I got ripped and Onk even paid for me to get a crispy fade at the local barbershop nearby. Onk is always dropping knowledge. He taught me to always tell the Brazilians at our gym to stop speaking Portuguese because this is America. Shout out to Onk. I would recommend this gym 100%.
Pretty solid gym, honestly. Coaches know what they're doing. Everyone was chill. I was expecting one of those intimidating, hardcore fight gym atmospheres, but it was surprisingly welcoming. Only reason I'm not giving 5 stars is because of Dale. I don't know if Dale works there or just exists there permanently, but halfway through no GI class his hairpiece started peeling off during drills and he completely lost composure. Dude kept yelling "timeout" every 30 seconds while trying to stick it back on in the mirror. At one point during sparring somebody accidentally grabbed it instead of a collar tie and Dale shouted, "Bro, that's my real hair." Which was unfortunately not convincing to anyone involved. The instructor handled it professionally, but you could tell this has happened before because nobody even reacted. One guy just sighed and kept shrimping across the mat like it was a normal Tuesday. Good gym though. Hope Dale figures things out.
Great and wonderful place to train. The coaches and environment are really friendly and welcoming. However, when I said the name, Rose, after I did a submission on some 41-year-old at the gym, he started shouting and proceeded to ask me, do I want to catch the fade? Overall great place, but Dale Wilson scares me. Also when we did rolls on the mat his wig fell off and he started complaining about snipers. No idea what that means. Overall 10 out of 10 place to train.
The people I met here are amazing. I just sparred with someone named Dale, but for some reason I could see his BBC slightly protruding to the left while we were sparring. I lost because it was too distracting. He'll definitely renew my membership. It's a cool place to spar, but when I was walking to the entrance, some guy in a red Dodge almost hit me. I reprimanded him for his erratic driving skills, and he proceeded to yell, "Get out the way, ROG." I got a closer look at him and he was wearing a polyester Freddy Krueger pattern with the words Covenant obnoxiously written on it. I laughed at his shirt and he then told me to go inside and catch the fade. I accepted his challenge to fight, and we went inside to settle this dispute. As soon as I put him to the ground and put him in the Kimura shoulder lock, I accidentally rubbed my elbow on his care and his toupee fell off. He started raging at me and saying this is why Rogs shouldn't have access to martial arts. Whatever that means, overall it's a good place, but I would avoid the man who calls himself DeLorme.
My favorite thing about this gym is this 41-year-old Dale Wilson. He trains so aggressively while rambling about snipers. It sounds like he's a military man. I hope he tells his story soon.
Had the pleasure of DeLon Sparrow being an inspiration sparring partner for me. His legwork was a little remedial though. Big ups to Dale Wilson. Will definitely come again.
Very nice establishment. Staff are friendly and encouraging, though for my first time training here, my sparring partner Daelan was a little kookily. He kept waking up and mashing jab v trigger.
Amazing place to train your skills. This place was recommended by my good buddy and childhood friend Dale Wilson, who turns 42 this November. He was explaining to me how he and his husband Ferris come to this place to get better and craft their BJJ skills. My good buddy Dale Wilson, who is also a father of her 11-year-old daughter, explained to me the importance of learning and develop defense skills so that you can defend yourself in the streets from dangerous rogues, muchachos, Zaks, Rashids, rice farmers, squeegees, and many more dangers outside. And every night I feel like I'm getting better and better at my BJJ skills thanks to my good buddy Dale Wilson.
Great gym. Instructors were explaining things to precise. They're clearly accommodating for people of all sizes and capabilities, especially veterans. As I had a great time sparring with a 41-year-old peanut butter complexion male despite him screaming about squeegee snipers every night. Every time I managed to knock him down.
Genuinely one of the best establishments I've ever been to, and that says a lot. One caveat, though, there's this strange, kookily individual that prowls this wonderful establishment. His name's Dale. He goes by an extremely kookily name DeLon Sparrow, though not even the coaches there call him that, for good reason of course. He's not much of a threat, Dude has skeletal legs, but he's kind of irritating and overbearing. Last time I was there, I saw Dude pestering a group of young women by the door, showing them something on his phone. I could barely make out the contents of the video, but I kept hearing him saying soul swap and rods. Even the women there were confused, so I don't think he knows them. All in all, a pretty decent spot to train at. Hope they put some regulations though. Some rules to prevent kookily, decrepit folks from pestering the people there.
Shout out to Dale, man. He is my roommate, so he was the one who brought me here. Dale helped me a lot at the dojo. As for the dojo, everyone is nice and kind. Especially Rose. She is super friendly and funny to me, and to everyone as well.
Very great place to train. Big ups.
Great and engaging place. Dale Emmanuel Wilson is a great sparring buddy, though he slipped off midway through our session to reapply his hair unit. That's okay, though it did get a tad weird when a woman named Rose and her daughter came in asking where the deadbeat father was. Overall 5 out of 5 experience.
Phenomenal place to train and acquire life skills. Great people to meet, and I met a wonderful group of friends. Rocks, Flute, 17-year-old Elena, Ferris, KT, Big Nasty, Split, and last but not least DeLon Sparrow. He asked to borrow some gas money because he's apparently $121K in debt, and I was happy to lend it to him. Overall a great place, and I'm going to Dale's Manor next week where he said to bring Covenant Speedos, whatever that means.
I decided to enroll here, despite being $200K in debt and owing in child support. It was a little sacrifice, but I deserved it. I have PTSD dating from about a decade from being bullied by my neighbor named Viscant. Very good atmosphere this place is. Everyone was friendly and happy to help as I'm a newbie. I made some friends, but in particular I met this dude named Dale Wilson. He was kinda nervous, but as time passed, he warmed up to me a little. He taught me important moves such as how to grapple the BBC, and how to duck jabs and fades. As a 24-year-old, I'm happy to have an open mind and learn from someone like him who's 2 decades my senior.
Writing this anonymously to avoid being targeted, but I've seen this known groomer attend sessions here and no longer feel safe. I believe he goes by Dale Emmanuel Wilson.
Mods, ban anybody speaking Portuguese. Let's get these jungle fuckers out of here.
It's great and all, and I love training here. But some guy initiated a very awkward and disgusting story about someone drinking his so-called glommy juice.
I've gotta say, I've only been here for a week now, and so far it has been a very robust experience. I especially enjoy sparring with Mr. Dale Wilson. He has a combustion of moves in his arsenal that would cut anyone to precise. Before we started sparring, I had no footsies, spammed DP in neutral, and always pop heat on wake up. Now, when we spar, I use one frame links and zoning to defend myself. I'll give Mr. Wilson credit, he only goes about 2% against me so that I don't feel discouraged. Hopefully, I'll continue to be paired up with him. He mentioned that he wants to become a new age black belt, and I think that's an inspirational goal. Also be sure to drink some Matrix juice before you come to spar, and be sure to drink glommy juice after to feel replenished.
Who is Emo342? Man, training here is so awesome. I met some amazing people such as Viscant, KT, Core, Elena, Rose, Rox, Nikolai, and most importantly Dale Wilson. I remember one day I was training here, I learned how to do Aegis reflector setups that no one can get out of. I used this on Dale during our sparring session and he was getting comboed to precise. Afterwards,
He told me that what I did was too remedial, which encouraged me to dig deep down within myself to go further and beyond my abilities. And suddenly, I was able to pop V-trigger and defeat Dale again without doing what I did before. Dale seemed upset. If he was salty, or maybe he was just going 2% that day. Either way, I was proud of myself. Another day I want to highlight is when Dale decided to throw us a huge party. He called a local taco truck for catering. I don't remember the name of the truck, but what I do remember is seeing something like IMO 342. There were a lot of tacos served that day, and when I say a lot, I mean like $121,000 worth of tacos. Well, that's what Dale told me. After the truck arrived, Dale went home because he had a private pizza party with his boyfriend Ferris.
Pretty good establishment. Our friend DeLon Wilson started coming here and he's been having a great time. One slight problem, though, he thinks the trainers are teaching remedial combos, but it's alright. Stay free, DeLon.
Never trained better. One of the best mates Eve ever met in this was the white belt student Dale Emmanuel Wilson, 41, also known as LowTierGod Online. Despite him giving up all the time on the Jiu-Jitsu attacks due to his weak legs, he is still a dedicated student. I'd say he is even inspiring at times. He told me some personal life stories like his 6 digits debt, and it surprised me because that only shows how amazing this gym is. If a student in severe debt is willing to fight here, then something is special about this place. Amazing students and mates.
I love this gym, but I was recently attacked by another member named DeLon Sparrow. I think his real name is Dale Wilson. Anyway, he's tall and muscular, with a peanut butter complexion. During a sparring session, I was slightly aggressive, which I think upset him. Later, in the restroom, 6 men in black Speedos with Covenant written on them suddenly tackled me and tried to pry open my mouth with crude dental tools. I defended myself successfully while DeLon watched in the corner, holding a large cup filled with a thick, bright green liquid, seemingly planning to force it down my throat. He appeared hesitant to face me directly 1v1. I'll return, but I think the gym should improve restroom security. He also told me that I have a BBC Junior and that I'll never graduate to the Magnum XL-sized condoms, whatever that means. Train here if you want to be mentally untouchable.
You should start sparring here now.
Great gym overall, but one of our colleagues kept ranting about some person named Rose and how he has $200,000 in debt. When we were taking turns when asked why we wanted to join, the same man said something about fighting squeegees and rogs that keep stalking him. 5 stars.
My experience at Victorium Athletics has been eventful but strange. In a sparring event, my opponent was knocking me on the ground, and when I woke up, I would use sweeping kicks to fight back. Also, when I was on the verge of getting knocked out, I used that to push myself during the fight. All was normal and I was going to shake the man's hand, but then he started screaming about DUU woke up with sweeps. And of course, she popped V-trigger on me brew. I don't know what a V-trigger is, but after that the man was escorted out and it looked like he had a court session to go to. He also had a peanut butter complexion. Very stange experience overall.
I know Dale Wilson is training BJJ here with Master KT. He's doing it to take Ferris from me, but that's not gonna happen. Hashtag stay free Dale.
If I'm still streaming 6 years later, nigga, I failed in life. Quote me on that shit.